Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're talking about the machinewise slifT Prisma slifT trainer. I've now put it the right way around, and yeah, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I really do quite like how this thing flips. It's a pretty unique flipping dial song, I must say. It's not something that I was expecting to flip how it flips, but it is quite enjoyable, honestly, to see how it does. So I'm very happy with this as a temporary bell song to experience. It's something that it's different to the Gaboon. Hang on, let me quickly pull out my sleeve. It's not getting in the way, but it's a bit inconvenient. It is something, I love the sound. I love how bouncy it is. I put it back together the right way around. So you've got the logo here with the flatter bit of the Zen pins. You know that's the back, right? Because they get pushed in, I believe, this way. And it's just much bouncier. You know, tolerances are still pretty good. Although this, as you can see, it's been used quite a bit, so you know it's got a little bit of play. But yeah, nothing that's out of the ordinary of a nicely, of a well flipped bell song. I tried to do like a middle finger 0G Chaplin, but didn't really. Oh, actually, yeah, I could probably do like a and then aerial into catching or something like that. You know, I could probably do one of those scissors, which does like something like that, and then who even knows, man. Oh, actually, it nearly caught it. No, scissor is like you catch it there, and you do something like this, and then thumb Chaplin or whatever. Anyways, yeah, just thinking about giraffes and how they work, and cheddars and all that. I think it's cheddar. Yeah, Chaplin ladder, that makes sense. Yeah, this thing has been really enjoyable over the past kind of day or two that I've had it. Ooh, and the way it sings really nicely. Do I prefer it to the Gaboon? You'll have to wait for the comparison video to find out. But I do like how unique this is. I have tried it in with the end weights in, and it's really not for me. And one thing I'm a little bit sad about is the original bladed slifT would be slightly more handle bias than this is, which would lead me to believe that I wouldn't have liked the original slifT as much as there we go. As much as I like this trainer version. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure. I really like having the Live Blade machinewise products. I think that they look absolutely phenomenal. And I think it's a shame that the trainer version is potentially better than the Live Blade version. However, I'm very excited to see how the Opus bladed version, which you'll be seeing after this video, flips, because that is something I'm super excited about. I mean, the one thing I'm not excited about is that I have to disassemble my serif to see how it is, but you know, it is what it is. I'll probably make the serif into the trainer form, which I'm also not the biggest fan of, to be fair. It just has a little bit less tip weight. It's still a very good flipper, don't get me wrong. If anything, it's arguably a better flipper. You do this blade with the medium weights. Yeah, it's a great flipper with the light weights. It's a great flipper, don't get me wrong, but it's just not to what I like from the serif. Yeah, I do really enjoy the sound. It's not what I expected it to sound like, especially with these crazy speed channels, which are basically makes this into sort of like a sandwich bell song, because you do notice these grooves, especially when you do something like the choke fan. Okay, I guess my thumb isn't fast enough. Yeah, I can probably flip a little bit slower. and then it'll actually probably look a bit cleaner. But one thing I do notice quite a bit is actually these big blocks here, because it's still very much a channel feeling as you're up here in the balisong. So, you know, doing stuff like this, you get the confidence from a channel balisong. But when you're doing stuff that's a little lower down and requires a little bit more sideways grip, you do still get it. Ah, man, I really want to get that, like, you know, going into a Chaplin, a 0G Chaplin. I really need to sneeze. But yeah, this is something that honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it, especially in comparison to the Gaboon. I've been going back and forth quite a bit. And it's not something that I've been able to come up with a concrete... that was rubbish behind the 8-ball. It's not something I've been able to come up with a concrete opinion on. Oh, come on. You can do a helix. There we go. Okay, apparently you can't do a helix. Oh, I like doing that. See, that's a nice little combo of aerials and helixes and 8-balls and stuff. Okay, so clearly I can't flip, and there's one thing I'm noticing is that it's quite blocky, similar to the Prisma, and I've not flipped the Prisma in a little while, and so it does go flying a little bit. But overall, it is a pretty nice balisong. Like, I really enjoy the way it looks like, especially, you know, at 30 frames on the camera. And I finally found a way to lock the white balance so I don't have that really annoying issue in terms of the grass keeps changing color. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that really bugs me in my previous videos. I still have to kind of grade the videos, but it's nice to not have to worry about the grass being different shades of green from when I start the video to when I end the video, especially when I'm, you know, walking around and when the balisong's not in frame and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you're wondering how I think about the slifT, honestly, for those of you who can't get live blades in your country, this is a really valid option. I think this is an absolutely fantastic flipper. For those of you who want something that's unique, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a very performant flipper, and you'll probably see that reflected in the review. And you can see it does all the tricks well. You know, it fans well, it rollovers good enough. Yeah, well, yeah, it rollovers quite well. I think the backwards rollovers are a little bit chunky, a little bit clunky because of how thick it is back here, but I'm also a little bit spoilt by stuff like the Tsunami and the slifT, which have quite an aggressive taper. I mean, the Tsunami not so much, but the Tsunami has a much thinner cross-section here because of the round handles, and the slifT also has just quite a bit big of a taper behind there, and so I'm not used to such chunky balisongs. And it doesn't have the kind of end-weighted momentum like the... oh, no. It doesn't have the consistency of the Kraken's momentum. It's a unique balisong. I wouldn't say this is a very well-performing balisong in terms of how easy will it flip for you. It does have a little bit of that it does kind of carry you a little bit through certain tricks, especially the more kind of fan-based tricks. Not so much as the one Tsunami, which fans literally for you. Like, that thing will fan all day, every day, with or without you. But it does actually have really comfortable chaplins, and they kind of do the itself for you, really. I've found this is a really easy balisong to chaplin, whereas some other balisongs can be more difficult too, especially in the balance profile that I like. And so I've found this is really quite a unique balisong. I would love one in my collection, but I think I'm going to stick with the Gaboon. I think I like how the Gaboon's just like a don't have to worry about it. And obviously, I have the blade for it, which is a big deal for me. I like a barrel swing like this. It looks fine with the trainer, but it looks incomplete. And that's one problem I have with trainer blades, is that they are just kind of boring. Even though this fans fantastically, so I have no problem with the performance of the trainer. It's just the aesthetics, because at the end of the day, if you're flipping something ugly, you're less likely to flip it. And now, by no means am I calling this slifT ugly, but it definitely pales in comparison to the standard clip point blade that this thing is supposed to come on, and that is why I'm really excited about the Opus blade, which will add some complexity to the barrel song while still keeping in line with the most goated of blade shapes, which is the Tanto, whether that be American or J-Tanto. And, you know, we're going to give a special shout out to my boy Kukri, because Kukri is S tier. Like, just, you know, that's how S tier it is. It just falls out of your hand. But overall, I'm really, really enjoying the slifT, and I cannot wait to get the review out for you guys. And a little comparison between the slifT-P and the slifT-O, or the slifT trainer and the Slysma. No, not the Slysma. Sorry, the Slysma and the Slopus. There we go, with the really cursed machinewise naming convention. I love how gross the slifT combinations sound. Like Slysma here and Slopus. What the? It's like 3 ravens just like above my head. But yeah, the Slysma and the Slopus. We'll see how the Slopus is soon, and this is the Slysma. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Share the video with your nan, with your sister, with your brother, with your friends, with your family. All of them. Put it on Instagram, put it on Reddit, put it on Facebook, or wherever you use social media. Yeah, check out the links in the description. Consider becoming a channel member. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, potential merch coming this summer. So, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.